The surprising impact of soy on cancer. New research revealed soy is a highly debated food, even among health enthusiasts. You might avoid it because you've heard it can be harmful. In this video, however, I want to show you how soy could be a truly useful food for your health, whether you are a child, an adult, or an elderly person. Let's start with an essential point. Soy is a legume rich in fiber, minerals, vitamins, and essential macronutrients. The estrogens we produce in some parts are beneficial, while in others, they are harmful. When given to menopausal women as hormone replacement therapy, they are useful in limiting osteoporosis and strengthening bones. Therefore, we should find an alternative to estrogens that continues to have positive effects on bones, as found in soy. When you produce estrogens internally, for example, from visceral fat, or consume them through animal-derived foods, these act on alpha receptors. However, when you take phytoestrogens, they also have an inhibitory role in menopausal symptoms and cancer development. For this reason, specialists worldwide recommend eating soy from a young age. The reason is linked to this study, which showed that those who eat soy from childhood have a 58% reduction in the risk of breast cancer in adulthood, 58% simply by eating soy from childhood. In this specific study, the focus was on breast cancer in women, but other studies have highlighted that soy reduces the risk of other cancers as well. That said, there are some criticisms of soy, particularly regarding its production method, which we will discuss at the end of the video. What I want to talk about today is a very recent systematic review of the literature and meta-analysis conducted by a group of Chinese researchers and published in March 2024. This review, which included 28 studies with over 500,000 people analyzed, found that those who frequently consume soy, particularly tofu and soy milk, have a 31% reduced risk of any type of cancer, 1/3 less chance of having cancer simply by eating soy milk or tofu every day. Specifically, there was a significant reduction in the risk of gynecological tumors, including ovarian tumors and gastrointestinal tumors, upper aerodigestive tract tumors, prostate tumors, and lung tumors. As I mentioned earlier, tofu and soy milk seem to be the two most useful and effective foods. In the group of people who eat a lot of tofu, there is a 22% reduction in the risk of any tumor, while in the group that drinks a lot of soy milk, the risk is reduced by 25%. However, there is a concern due to studies developed a few years ago, which showed that excessive consumption of soy-based proteins increases IGF-1 levels. If you don't know, IGF-1 is a very important hormone for growth, but if it remains high in adults, it promotes the growth of tumors. Unfortunately, in a study comparing milk proteins with soy proteins, it was found that when researchers gave milk proteins, there was a 36% increase in IGF-1, but when they gave 40 grams of isolated soy proteins, the increase in IGF-1 was 69%. Therefore, experts tell us that in natural products like tofu and soy milk, we do not reach very high concentrations of proteins. This is why researchers have indicated that up to 5 servings per day, not exceeding 5 grams of protein per serving, for a total of 25 grams of protein per day, is the limit not to exceed to avoid this effect on IGF-1. The second major concern related to soy is that both soy produced for animal feed and soy for human consumption is made with GMO products. Unfortunately, there are many criticisms and concerns. I read a whole book on it, did some research, and understood that yes, we should be careful and limit GMOs because they are a problem. In this way, farmers can spray a lot of pesticides on these plants, which are sold by Monsanto, this international company that is also linked to the modification of soy plants, making all the weeds die while the soy plant remains healthy and strong. The problem is that these pesticides can be harmful, probably yes. Very likely yes. But what to do with this soy if we know it is genetically modified? On the one hand, we can choose organic soy, non-GMO soy. We will pay a little more, but we will find a farmer nearby who grows it without using aggressive pesticides. On the other hand, in my personal opinion, if this study published in April 2024 found that those who eat soy have a reduced risk of tumors, it means that, after all, for all its properties, despite being soaked in pesticides, soy is a good product because it is rich in phytoestrogens that have an inhibitory effect on tumor development and bone strengthening. In addition to these, there are many other positive effects that I have already discussed in another video, which I recommend you watch by clicking here. Are there other risks related to GMOs or excess soy proteins? Before you go, I leave you with some indications. First, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this video because, in my opinion, the more people eat soy and soy-derived products, the better off we will be. Second, if you want to delve into the studies, you can find a link in the description with all the studies I cited in read. Third, if you are interested in learning more about genetically modified foods and their potential negative impacts on your health, you can find more information by clicking here. We are interested in discovering your personal experience on the topic. Write it in the comments and feel free to ask any questions, we will be happy to interact. Feel free to leave a comment so that we can improve the content. Your like would be the cherry on top, and click subscribe to stay informed about upcoming publications.